Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, interest rates are rising strongly in secondary markets worldwide. In Washington, D.C., they're in the second day of a government shutdown with no clear resolution to their partisan differences. There is growing pressure to end the standoff before Monday, their time, when tens of thousands of federal workers will be put on unpaid leave if the dispute isn't resolved. The US Senate is due back in session for a vote to try and end the impasse, but there is nothing to suggest success. That vote is due at 7 p.m. New Zealand time. The University of Washington said its Consumer Sentiment Index was 94.4 in early January, down slightly from 95.9 in December. It dropped into December and November after hitting the highest level since 2004 in October. The fall surprised analysts who had expected a rise. In fact, the January level is now 4.2% lower than for January 2017. And staying in the US, HSBC has made a deal to pay $101 million to avoid criminal charges in relation to rigged currency transactions in 2011. But the deal still needs to be signed off by a US judge. And the end is getting closer for HNA. Trading in shares of a unit of HNA Group was suspended over the weekend after the indebted conglomerate's chairman admitted his company is facing liquidity difficulties due to a recent global buying spree. In requesting the halt, HNA Casa Travel Group, an international travel agent, said undisclosed major issues may have significant impact on the company's stock price, and that required the suspension. This is the fifth HNA company who has had to go into a trading halt. In Germany, IMF Supremo, French Christine Lagarde, has argued that larger German investments could help reduce regional and global imbalances. Her advice did not go down well in Frankfurt. And here is something you might not have expected. Greece has had its credit rating raised by one notch and is now B by Standard & Poor's. Spain also got theirs raised to A- by Fitch. And locally, Rocket Lab's successful launch and satellite delivery is turning heads worldwide. Wall Street ended their week high yet again. The US Treasury 10-year yield is up 6 basis points to 2.66%, and that is a 4-year high. The equivalent 10-year China sovereign bond is up another 2 basis points to 4.06%. The equivalent New Zealand 10-year sovereign bond is up 6 basis points to a fraction under 3%. Long-term interest rates are on the move up. Oil prices are lower today, with the US benchmark now just under $63.50 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is just under $68.50 a barrel. And gold is a little lower, now at $1,231 an ounce. Also lower is the Kiwi dollar, now at 72.8 US cents. On the cross rates, it's at 91 Aussie cents, and against the euro, 59.5 euro cents. That puts the TWI at 74.1 and lower than this time on Friday. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.